Hey guys, Glow here, and welcome to my very first Cozy Coffee Talk. So, I have gotten a lot of questions a lot of times, and I thought this would be a pretty easy, laid back way for me to answer those questions and kind of just tell you a story. So, without further ado, let's get started. So the question that I think I get asked more than anything, kind of two questions. When did you start streaming? How did you start streaming? So this goes back a long time ago. So it's, what is it, 2021 now. I actually first discovered streaming, or what I recall as discovering streaming, back in 2015. So 6 years ago, which is crazy. I lived with my best friend, Acorn Tree. There'll be a link to their channel in the description. And we had my PlayStation set up in the living room, and we would always just watch YouTube, Netflix, all that stuff from my PlayStation. And one day we were setting it up. We always watched it with dinner. We were setting it up, and there was a notification. It was your friend Jenny is live now. Rory wants to join. It was your friend Jenny is live now. And we were like, oh, Jenny. Jenny was one of our friends from college. We hadn't seen her in a while. And so we were like, what does that mean? Can we just watch her play a game? And so we clicked on it, and Jenny was streaming on Twitch. And so we watched and we chatted. We chatted through my phone. We were watching it on the PS4. It was great. And then Jenny was like, hey, you guys should try this. I think you would really enjoy it. You would have fun, and we could do it together. So we were like, okay, sure, yeah. So our very first stream, after a lot, maybe not a lot of research, a little bit of research, we set up. So after Jenny had told us to try streaming, we decided, all right, let's give it a go. Our very first stream, I streamed from my laptop. I think Acorn streamed from their laptop as well. And we played Don't Starve together. It was a hot mess. We didn't have chat. We didn't have overlays. I don't even remember if I had my camera. If I did, it was the built-in laptop camera, but it was a blast. We played together. We had a blast. And we were like, okay, let's keep going. Let's do some more of this. So then, just for the time being, I ended up streaming off of my PlayStation, which is such a struggle for those of you who are console streamers. You understand. It's really great because it shows you the chat all on one screen. You can see your game, you can see your chat, and you can see your camera if you have the PlayStation or the Xbox camera. So it's a really nice way just to make it easier to see what you're doing. There's no alerts. The quality's really bad, but it's a great place to start. When you are first starting out streaming, there is no reason to spend a lot of money on equipment. I've spent a good bit over the years, but it's been 6 years. When you're starting out using your console, if you have a computer, using that, OBS is free. You can get other free streaming platforms as well. Just kind of sticking to that. So that's what we did. I just streamed from my PlayStation. And then as I got more followers and as I decided that it was best for me, I just started upgrading. I bought another monitor for my laptop so I could go back to streaming. I ended up buying an Elgato capture card, I ended up buying the Elgato capture card so I could stream from my PS4 but still use my PC, my laptop at the time. I had an MSI laptop, and it was great. So it was just kind of building all of that over time. Now, I was really inconsistent when I first started streaming, and honestly, for most of my streaming career, I've been very inconsistent. If you're just streaming for fun and you're not trying to use it as a way to build a community or make it a career, your consistency doesn't really matter so long as you're enjoying it. So I was really inconsistent because I worked a full-time job. Sometimes I had 2 jobs. Streaming was just a way for me to relax. It wasn't until very recently, last year, I decided to make it a little bit more of a professional thing for me. So I did a lot of research. I've really still been doing research. And then just recently, this year, started picking it back up, being more consistent, having a schedule, and really planning out my content. But overall, for me, streaming has always just been logging on, talking to my friends, meeting new people, and kind of sharing my love of video games and communicating with the world, kind of building that community. Having the Caps Lock crew and the Glow Bugs, Caps Lock crew is just what we call the whole community. Glow Bugs are my subscribers on Twitch. Has just been life-changing. These people that I never would have met without Twitch has kind of changed my life, changed how I do things, changed how I see the world, and made me a better person, I think. So that's how I started streaming. I'm just going to see where it goes from here, kind of keep doing my thing and hope for the best.